Hey guys, Jessica Gall here, and today I want to talk about pro wrestling. Let me preface this by saying I have been a wrestling fan since about like 95, 1996 maybe, and I haven't watched it religiously since probably 2005, 2006, but I followed it on occasion, caught the odd match or here or there. But as soon as I heard The Rock was coming back, I decided, let's start watching it again. So I started watching Raw a little bit, and I noticed the product was down. I mean, the quality wise, it really didn't like draw you in. But something told me I have to watch the Raw after WrestleMania. From everything I've heard, WrestleMania was just like a complete, not a complete bomb, but it was just a letdown for most people between the finishes, the predictability, no real memorable moments. But what I want to talk about specifically is the way they've handled Ryback. I mean, they've had him lose 6 pay-per-views in a row, counting WrestleMania, but you'd think that would be his like time to shine, win the big one. It seems like they've been kind of like having him in a holding pattern almost, waiting for, at least now we know after John Cena was done with The Rock. But it, just the way they handled it at WrestleMania, having him lose cleanly to a heel, and then after what happened last night, it just boosted him right back up. It's like it doesn't even matter that he lost. He still looked strong. And at the closing of the show, after John Cena beats Mark Henry by count out, and then Mark Henry, comes back and starts beating the crap out of John Cena. Then Ryback's theme hits, crowd pops, a ton of cheers from that. As soon as he comes into the ring, lays out Mark Henry. I kind of didn't see this coming. I mean, I did see it coming, but I just didn't expect it. It helps John Cena up. Crowd boos, and then he starts getting the "Feed Me More" chants going, and he just lays out John Cena, picks him up, shell shocks him, grabs the title, holds it above him, pretty much declaring he wants a shot at the WWE Championship. It's a great way to go, but most people are calling that a heel turn. And given, I mean, I'm no means a authority on professional wrestling, but as a fan, that's not what qualifies as a heel turn. If you look at all the heels in the past, they have to attack someone that is liked. And if you hear the crowd reaction to John Cena, definitely not liked in by any stretch of the imagination. Now you have a guy like Ryback coming in. This is almost exactly the same setup that happened in, I believe it was 1997, between Bret Hart and Steve Austin. You have Bret Hart, the good guy, giving his sending out the good message, sportsmanship, all that he had been for a few years. All of a sudden, people are like starting to get sick of it. It's kind of like the same deal that happened with Hulk Hogan. People got sick after a decade of hearing train, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, all that. But Ryback's in the Steve Austin position where he's like the anti-hero, and by facing a guy that's hated, he instantly becomes a bigger face, while at the same time acting like a heel. He's like a tweener. So this really was not a heel turn. It's more like him just declaring he wants a shot at the title, and he just wants to fight. It's, not like, oh, I want to beat the crap out of John Cena because he's the good guy. It's not black and white anymore, which this type of character has been missing for quite some time. I think the last one I can remember, it's kind of ironic, but Goldberg, or even Brock Lesnar to an extent. But Goldberg was the same type. He didn't have an agenda, didn't want to be liked by the fans, didn't want to be hated. He just wanted to come out, beat the crap out of people. The thing that also flips into this is he can't be a heel and then get the crowd chanting. I mean, that's just complete opposite of the heel. But that's just my thoughts on it. I'm going to let you guys go. Might talk more about wrestling in the future, see how this video goes, but I will see you guys next time.